Good day, everyone. Today, we will discuss about biological pollution in Chapter 8. Biological pollutants are substances in our environment which come from living organisms and can affect our health. They include things such as pollen from trees and plants, insects or insect parts, certain fungi, some bacteria and viruses, and even animal hair, animal skin scales, saliva, and urine. Biological pollution, impacts, or biopollution, is the impact of humanity's actions on the quality of aquatic and terrestrial environment. Specifically, biological pollution is the introduction of non-indigenous and invasive species. Biological pollution may cause adverse effects at several levels of biological organization: an individual organism, internal pollution by parasites or pathogens; a population, by genetic change, for example, hybridization of ears with a native species; a community, or biokinesis, by structural shifts, for example, dominance of ears, replacement, or elimination of native species; a habitat, by modification of physical-chemical conditions; an ecosystem, by alteration of energy and organic material flow. When we talk about biological pollution, we can relate with invasive species. An invasive species is a species that is not native to a specific location, an introduced species, and that has a tendency to spread to a degree believed to cause damage to the environment, human economy, or human health. The term as most often used applies to introduced species that adversely affect the habitats and bioregions they invade economically, environmentally, or ecologically. Such species may be either plants or animals, and may disrupt by dominating a region, wilderness areas, particular habitats, or wildland-urban interface land from loss of natural controls, such as predators or herbivores. This includes plant species labeled as exotic pest plants, and invasive exotics growing in native plant communities. The European Union defines invasive alien species as those that are, firstly, outside their natural distribution area, and secondly, threaten biological diversity. Notable examples of invasive plant species include the kudzu vine, Andean pampas grass, and yellow star thistle. Animal examples include the New Zealand mud snail, feral pigs, European rabbits, grey squirrels, domestic cats, carp, and ferrets. While all species compete to survive, invasive species appear to have specific traits, or specific combinations of traits that allow them to outcompete native species. In some cases, the competition is about rates of growth and reproduction. Common invasive species traits include the following: fast growth, rapid reproduction, high dispersal ability, phenotype plasticity, the ability to alter growth form to suit current conditions, tolerance of a wide range of environmental conditions, ecological competence. Ability to live off of a wide range of food types, generalist, association with humans, prior successful invasions. Typically, an introduced species must survive at low population densities before it becomes invasive in a new location. At low population densities, it can be difficult for the introduced species to reproduce and maintain itself in a new location, so a species might reach a location multiple times before it becomes established. Repeated patterns of human activities, such as ships sailing to and from ports, or cars driving up and down highways, offer repeated opportunities for establishment. An introduced species might become invasive if it can outcompete native species for resources, such as nutrients, light, physical space, water, or food. If these species evolved under great competition or predation, then the new environment may host fewer able competitors, allowing the invader to proliferate quickly. Ecosystems which are being used to their fullest capacity by native species can be modeled as zero-sum systems, in which any gain for the invader is a loss for the native. Invasive species often coexist with native species for an extended time, and gradually, the superior competitive ability of an invasive species becomes apparent as its population grows larger and denser, and it adapts to its new location. Invasive species might alter their environment by releasing chemical compounds, modifying abiotic factors, or affecting the behavior of herbivores, creating a positive or negative impact on other species. That's all for this chapter, Biological Pollution. Thank you.